Hey everybody, Larry Luna here with Team Luna Homes, powered by Cross Country Mortgage and brokered by eXp Realty. And today we're going to talk about loan to values. Now, why loan to values? Well, basically we want to discuss how critical appraisals are in terms of determining your loan to value when you're using a refinance, and more specifically a cash out refinance. So most of the business, or a big chunk of business right now that's coming through, is cash out refinance. And you would think the way interest rates are now that it would be the exact opposite, that they wouldn't be cashing out. But truth be told, there is a lot of equity from the appreciation of properties now, and people are taking advantage of that. And when we show them the combined interest rate comparable to their current interest rate or the new interest rate on a cash out refi, the total money they're saving from eliminating that debt outweighs the interest rate when you combine the total comparable interest rates for all of those debts that they're paying on. Credit cards are in the 20s. Other loans and personal loans are in between 10 and 18%. So when you combine those interest rates, it's much more than the interest rate on a cash out refi. So anyway, getting back to the loan to values regarding appraisals. So basically, I'm just going to take a basic scenario, use some numbers to make it a little bit easier to understand and why it's important to know that. So we're going to talk about a refinance, and LTV, or if you hear that term or an acronym, it's basically code for loan to value. The standard loan to value in terms of the equity that you need to leave the property on a cash out refi is typically around an 80-20, meaning you're going to leave 20% of equity in the property, and the 80% left of that property is what you're going to be able to use to pay off your balance, pay off your debt, and get a new refinanced mortgage loan. So in this particular scenario, I'm going to use, let's say an appraisal has been done on your property, and the appraiser has determined that your property is worth $575,000. Now, using that 80-20 rule, we're going to take 80% of your value, which in this case would be $460,000. After that, we're going to pay off your principal balance on your current loan. And this one, it's a principal balance of $275,000. That leaves a total equity available for use in this particular scenario of $185,000. Now, you can use that equity in terms of paying off debt, doing renovations to your home, taking care of some student loans, taking a vacation, or taking that money and actually investing it in something that gets you a higher yield and return on your cash as well, rather than just sticking it into a savings account. So that being said, when you have an appraisal done, an appraiser is a third party, impartial party that's going to go out and determine the value of your property based on local comparables within typically within 2 to 3 miles of your property, with similar comparable items such as bedrooms, bathrooms, square feet, living space, lot size, things of that nature. They're going to compare that to, and they're going to basically break down exactly after those numbers are considered, adjusted. They're going to determine what your value is. And that value is basically going to be the key role when it comes to your cash out refinance or your refinance, because the majority of those are going to use that 80-20% rule. So the easy math here is taking your value, deducting 20% to get 80% of that value. Take out your principal balance that's going to be paid off with the new mortgage, and that leaves you this particular amount, $185,000. So if you took the full amount of this, your new loan amount would be basically $460,000, because you're paying off your balance of $275,000 and you're taking advantage of the full amount of equity of $185,000. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about your specific situation and how a cash out refinance may benefit you and actually save you money regardless of the interest rate, and I can show you those comparisons so you're looking at apples to apples, please feel free to reach out. Use the link below, schedule your one-on-one, no obligation phone consultation, and we can get those questions answered for you. Hope that information was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a great day, and thanks for watching.